It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Baxter Regional Medical Center, providing big city healthcare with a hometown touch. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, June 6, 2019, and it is 7 a.m.
Boop, boop.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great today.
Another nice morning, a little drizzle outside, not bad.
Yeah, I took Pepper out about 5:30 this morning, and he was a little bit reluctant. I said, well, there's no thunder. What's going on? Went out there, a little bit of rain, and so.
That's not bad.
Not bad. So, we'll bring us up in the weather here in just a minute, but we're under a flash flood advisory through 7 a.m. tomorrow. So
that's what I heard.
Next 24 hours we're under flash flood advisory or watch or something to that effect. We'll get to it here in a minute. Anyway, welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis. And are you doing good today, sir?
I am.
Peachy?
I'm up and alive. So that's a good sign.
And it's brought to you by Baxter Regional Medical Center. Best care anywhere. Baxter Regional Medical Center is the envy of many hospitals throughout the Midwest part of the country. Be sure to check out their urgent care 24/7 from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. And that's only $69 per visit. Get started today. Download the app and enroll. BaxterRegionalCare.com. Go to the App Store for Apple or Google Play on the other devices. 24/7 care right there at your smartphone. Could be on vacation somewhere. Log in, say, hey, doc, I got something wrong with my ear, my throat, whatever it may be. Only $69. And you say it takes about 5 minutes to get everything registered?
Yeah, it takes a little bit just to get everything registered in, so it's good to go ahead and download the app now, get your information put in. It doesn't cost anything to do that. And then when you actually need it, you're ready to go and everything's set up. So.
Baxter Regional Medical Center tops in innovation and new ideas, and they have the top-notch medical staff right here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. In fact, I tell you, I was at Vanderbilt University with my mom last May, and we're sitting there talking, you're at Vanderbilt University, and we're discussing the cancer options there, and says, where are you from? Mountain Home, Arkansas. He says, really? And he rattled off a couple of doctors' names. I said, yeah. He says, go home. I guess best care anywhere. I'm at Vanderbilt University. Says, what? Go to Baxter Regional. Baxter Regional Medical Center, the envy of many hospitals throughout the Midwest. Best care anywhere, Baxter Regional Medical Center. And I'm enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. Hope you're doing the same thing. They have 3 locations to serve you right here in Mountain Home. And, of course, Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. We got Bomber Boulevard, which probably not as busy right now as it will be during school. But and then we got 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. Easy in, easy out. Drive through and get your coffee. Check out the many varieties of coffees, lattes, mochas, espresso shots, whatever you want. I mean, they've got it.
Cinnamon rolls?
No, yeah. I got one left over. I'm going to have to take that home and nuke it. That one may be a hockey puck, but I'll have to go by and get some more. But anyway, be sure to check out Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. And you're drinking Sprite.
Sprite, that's my morning pickup.
So what's your ultimate favorite beverage? I mean, non-alcoholic. I mean, folks may want to have
I'm kind of a Sprite fan.
Yeah.
It's light, it's easy. I used to do a lot of Pepsi, and that was just too much.
Oh, I did too back in the early 80s. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
But no,
I burned out on Pepsi.
Sprite, and then I'll switch over to water.
Yeah. I go through a lot of water.
As I'm getting older, I don't drink the heavy stuff.
I like 7-Up. Remember 7-Up?
Yeah, they're still 7-Up.
Yeah.
You say it like it's an old thing. Do you remember 7-Up?
Yeah.
It's still in the stores, same right next to
I buy
the
it all the
Sprite.
time, yeah. In fact, I need to get some more, but yeah. Anyway, be sure to check out Brewed Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you in Mountain Home. And Mike and his staff do a fantastic job, and appreciate their sponsorship on the program. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes around the state, 29 Roller Funeral Homes to serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. And, of course, here you can talk to Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, Brad. Anybody there is going to be able to help you or direct you in what needs to be accomplished. So if it's an emergency situation or the passing of a loved one after long illness, they understand. They know what to do, and they can help. So be sure to contact Roller Funeral Homes. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, on this day 75 years ago, many men were lost on D-Day during the massive invasion at Normandy, France. Lord, let all generations on earth today reflect back on what these men did to preserve freedom for our country and its allies. Lord, the greatest generation is getting elderly, and their accomplishments were great. Let us now and generations to be born in the future never forget what they did 75 years ago. God bless our military men and women, protect them and their families, and God bless America. It's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes.
And now,
brace yourself.
Da, da, da.
He's getting better. Yeah, this whole week has been good.
There you go.
This whole week has been good. It's in tune.
Must be the
allergies. Rhythm is good.
Must be the allergies.
You got a click track on those headphones? Click, click. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. The award-winning Z-Team. And, of course, they're here to serve. Buying, selling, need some property, Arkansas, Missouri. You need it in Baxter County, Marion County, Stone, Izard County. Need it down around Marshall area. They can help. Give them a call, 870-405-0793, RetireToArkansas.net. And they're looking for some listings, 80,000 to 150 and on up to $250,000. So if you want to get that house listed, now's the time to get it done with the Z-Team. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Time to check the White River. A little bit of fog at the base of the river right now, and cloud covers. The showers are moving through the area. For those that have not seen this before, you're looking basically at the city of Cotter. The little cleared area there in the middle part of the screen is the park at Cotter, Big Spring Park. I think that's kind of like the baseball field and the little railroad area down there to commemorate the railroad and its past history through Cotter. And, of course, you got the bridge about the 9 o'clock position, and the river comes around out towards the 3 o'clock position there. So, interesting.
Cool shot with a little bit of fog out there.
It's interesting. It's, like yesterday, man, it's fog everywhere, and then 30 minutes later it was nearly clear, The Morning White River View brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zazora, the award-winning Z-Team. RetireToArkansas.net. Right now, 69 with a little bit of shower activity going on in Mountain Home, 70 at Flippin, 67 in Harrison, 70 in Yellowville. Salem at 67, 69 at Calico Rock. Mountain View at 70, 67 in St. Louis, 69 at Poplar Bluff, 67 in West Plains, 66 in Branson, but 43 in Watford City, North Dakota. A little bit chilly up there today, but tolerable,
Cooling down.
Yep. They'll get summer there one of these days. Doppler radar with a lot of rain throughout the Midwest part of the country, from Texas, Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, parts of Kentucky and Illinois. That's throughout the Midwest. Other shower activity in Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and Montana that's not affecting us at all. Take a look at the Little Rock stop real quick. Showers north of Mountain Home, east of Mountain Home, and south of Mountain Home. You see it at West Plains back to Branson, affecting Highway 160 right through there. In northern part of the state, we've got it from Fayetteville to Harrison, just south of Harrison, I should say, over towards Mountain Home. So over in Fulton and Sharp counties, the showers kind of cut to the south and back to the west. Most of the highways in Arkansas right now will be affected one way or the other. 62, 412 east and west, 65 north-south to Branson. 67, though, 67 1, 67 are in the clear right now. Batesville and Poplar Bluff. Of course, the highway split off there as they move different directions. Your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555 in Arkansas are all affected right now in one way or the other by these showers going on. And so they have placed us under a flash flood. Let me see if I can pull this up here real quick. We had a flash flood advisory. The 911 went off this morning. I didn't hear it go off. But till 7 o'clock tomorrow, flash flood watch until 7 a.m. Friday morning tomorrow. So the next 24 hours under flash flood watch. There's a bug fly right there. State of Missouri, we'll take a look at the St. Louis stop first. In fact, it rained out the ball game last night. They postponed. Hopefully they'll get a double hitter in today. We've got I-70 just west of Columbia, Sedalia, and Highway 50 with some rain showers there. Just scattered showers throughout the St. Louis area, back towards Columbia, Jeff City, I-70 east of St. Louis. Not too much going on in Illinois, I-70 Vandalia, Effingham, and I-64 east Mount Vernon, east towards Evansville, Indiana. Lost my train of thought there. I-24 at I-57 down around Carbondale, Illinois, no problems, but you're getting a little bit of shower activity around Sykeston, Missouri on Interstate 55. Oop. Yeah, that's a pretty good shot of southwest Missouri. You can see Tulsa or Kansas City, Kansas, Chanute, Kansas, places like that. I-44, some showers right now around Springfield, Joplin, all the way back to Tulsa. You can see the Fort Smith and Fayetteville, Arkansas area. Just a rainy day throughout the Midwest. Wow. More rain. Okay, the green, we've got light green, dark green, and red. Okay, there's a flash flood warning up in west central Missouri. Other than that, it's either a flash flood watch, flash flood advisory, or a flash flood warning. Nevertheless, they say, turn around, don't drown. Low water bridges. Have you ever tried to cross a low water bridge with a lot of water?
I have.
Successful or not?
I was at
Morning,
the time,
Sheriff.
but I don't recommend it.
And, of course, the flood watches down around southern Louisiana, southern Mississippi. 7-day forecast for today, 80% chance of thunder showers today, high of 78. Tonight, 80% chance, low of 68. Friday, 70% chance, high of 76. Friday night, 40% chance of showers, low of 65. Saturday, 40% chance of showers, high of 82. Mostly cloudy Saturday night. Sunday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Monday, high of 80 with sunshine. Boy, we've got rainy weekend ahead. Whew, boy. Taking a look real quick at the Arkansas River at Little Rock. This observation at 5 a.m. this morning, 29.37. Flood stage is 23 feet, so they're 6.37 feet right now above the record 34.6 at Little Rock. And it does start to show some receding according to the graph on this particular monitor. And so, wow. Lots of water. And for allergy sufferers, today it's a 6.1 medium. Grass is mulberry walnut. Tomorrow, look forward to that. Low medium, 4.1 is what I'm showing here. Whether it's accurate or not. Oh, and so, morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. For all your real estate needs, give them a call at 870-405-0793. The award-winning Z-Team. Be sure to log in to retiretoarkansas.net. You can see the White River just like we can on their live cam. Check out the user-friendly website, properties, homes, residential, whatever it may be. Arkansas, Missouri, from Marion County to Mountain View, Arkansas, over here Mountain Home to Marshall. They can help you out, so give them a call. Bob and Linda Zadora. Community calendar time, and it means Old Time Restaurant.
You bet.
Best breakfast, best lunch in town, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11.
It's Thursdays. We got the 2s for breakfast, 2 pancakes, 2 sausage or bacon, 2 eggs for $5.88. Can't beat it. Or for lunch, she's doing something a little different. She's doing stuffed green peppers. Whoa. She does a great job with those. We get a big demand for those. So she's doing stuffed green peppers, come with 2 sides, roller cornbread, $6.88. Can't beat it.
Does she have a secret recipe on those stuffed green peppers?
She does. She does.
Not even the boss knows.
There's a calling on it. So,
ooh, don't you know that's good? Wow, boy, that's gonna be good.
They are.
Old Time Restaurant on the Square, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11. Best breakfast, best lunch in town. All right, I have got. Let's see, I need to pull this up. Mountain Parks and Recreation, LC Salmon's Youth Center would like to invite you to a taste of Mountain Home at Cooper Park. Vendors from all over the Twin Lakes area will be at Cooper Park for you to sample their delicious treats. The event is open to the public and free to enter. Is that what it says here? Yep. There will be so much food in one place. Come hungry, leave happy. A taste of Mountain Home will take place Saturday, June 22nd from noon to 3 o'clock. There will be many local entries on hand to show their best drinks and dishes. Each vendor will charge separately. Enjoy samples from your favorites. For more information, 424-7275. Wow. And then Junk in the Trunk is still a go for June 8th at Cotter Park. Big Spring Park at Cotter, 8 to 4. Stuff the trunk, the back hatch of the SUV, the tailgate of the pickup truck, whatever you got. Pay the fee to come down to the park. It raises money for the American Legion Post 23. And get rid of some stuff.
Junk in the trunk.
Yep. Vacation Bible School takes place at First Baptist Church in Flippin, Arkansas from June 17th through 21st from 8:30 to noon for ages 4 through completed 6th grade. Our good friend and Pastor Aaron Lindsay down there made this announcement on Facebook, so I thought we'd pass that on. Vacation Bible School at the Mountain Home Church of Christ at College at North Street, June 16th through 19th. And if I understood Mickey correctly, this is for all ages, young folks and adults. So there'll be Bible classes and activities for all ages, 6:30 to 8:30, June 16th through 19th. And the mayor was here yesterday talking about the part of the Red, White, and Blue Festival Steak Cook-Off. And they have you ever done a steak cook-off?
Not on steak.
He was talking about how just it's sanctioned. I mean, you can win up to $1,000. So contact Hillary Adams at 421-4108. This is the steak sponsored by West Plains Bank and the State Cook-Off Association. Wow. So that's going to be Friday night during Red, White, and Blue.
That'd be cool.
Yep. What do you got?
I don't have anything. I'm out.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Tech classes. Donald W. Reynolds Library. The next one coming up is Get Social Facebook edition on June 27th. That is a Thursday. It looks like 3 weeks from today. And be sure to check out the other activities at the Donald W. Reynolds Library.
Actually, I do have one thing. OFA youth football. If you've got any kids anywhere from 3rd grade on up to 6th grade.
You doing sign-ups already? Yeah,
we're doing sign-ups. They'll be at the locker room between noon and 2. So if you want to go by, you can get your child signed up.
There you go. Can we throw this picture right here of Normandy on here? Just the big picture. That's the cemetery at Normandy, France. 75 years ago today. We'll never forget. So we want to make sure that people know that. All right, we're going to take a break. 7:17. Sheriff John Montgomery's here with us today. Stick around. Be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with a pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either a terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
(721) visiting with Sheriff John Montgomery. Welcome back, sir.
Good morning.
Busy. You've been busy.
Yeah, it's been kind of, yeah.
Yeah, you've been busy. 115 inmates right now. My goodness. So what's going on in the sheriff's life?
We're just, honestly, we're dealing with stupid people.
Always.
Some things never change. I mean, you know.
Yeah. By the way, I'm change the subject for just a second. I just realized something.
Oh, no.
So, can you reach over and grab the smiley cup for just a second? Because we're seeing up here on the screen. Okay, now turn it around.
Here, I'm going to have you hold it
up. Okay. So here's something I've just noticed.
Oh, no.
So, first of all, I'm going to take the smiley cup.
Yeah.
And you don't see a smile, do you?
No.
So if I'm drinking, you don't see the smiley cup, do you?
So the handle's on the wrong side.
If I take the Fad cup, which I'm a big fan of Fad, okay, and I hold it up, do you see Fad?
They're left-handed cups.
Well, that's where I'm going with this. The vast majority of people are right-handed, right? Okay.
Yep.
Most people drink with their right hand, even if they're left-handed.
Yeah. That's...
All right, now reach over to the Brewed Awakening, which, by the way, look at this cinnamon roll from Brewed Awakening.
No, this is a right-hand cup.
This is a right-hand cup because as I'm drinking, guess what?
There you go.
Yep.
So
maybe the smiley cup was to remind you to smile.
Now, here's the thing and I'm going to say for the men out there, but the body spray, that you do. All right. So again, most people are right-handed. So when you take it and you spray and you set it back up, what you will find is you're not looking at the name. You're looking at the back, which has got all the little writing. So, in my opinion, not that you really care, and probably the listeners and viewers don't either, but the manufacturers need to turn that around so that when you open the cabinet, what's the first thing you see is the name. Okay? Brand recognition. Okay, sorry. Get off the smiley cup. I'm going to turn this back around. Okay.
Do you stay up late at night just pondering this stuff? Man, this is really bothering me.
Oh, yeah.
How does that work exactly?
Well, actually, what that
it's a cell phone holder. Okay.
Yeah, Tobias Pugsley gave that to us.
Oh, well, that was
we got a couple. There's another one running around here somewhere.
That was awfully of him. Okay.
There you go. Tobias, we found new use for your
holder. I'm going to get a close-up of this. So.
Okay. So anyway, check your coffee cup. Whatever you're doing right now, look at your coffee cup and see if it's a right-handed or left-handed cup.
Yep. Have you ever seen a left-handed pencil?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My dad worked at McDonnell Douglas Aircraft, and I had a pencil one time in my right hand. It was upside down. You put it over here in your left hand, and you could read it right. So it's a left-handed pencil.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. So, did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Left-handed pencils? Yep.
Yep. Left-handed muffler bearings.
Did Do you pack those wheel bearings? Or the buffer bearings? Do you have to pack them with grease?
No.
Nope.
No.
Senator.
This came from Brewed Awakening.
Yes.
Okay. Good coffee, by the way. Thank you, whoever made that.
That's me.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Okay. Now, what were we talking about?
Let's see. Where were we?
Oh, the jail expansion.
Holy moly.
So, can we throw the picture of the jail expansion up?
Yep.
It's already on there.
All right. So, if you look at the jail expansion, what you're looking at on the part closest to you, that is where the recreation yard. Okay. We call it recreation. We do not supply weightlifting equipment. There's no basketball goals. It's just a block wall. There'll be chain link on top.
What are they supposed to do for entertainment?
You know what? They can breathe in the fresh air, and if they
run in place.
Actually, this is a true story. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Sometimes things happen in the jail, and of course we don't have lots of help over there, and so when a bad problem arises, there's a code word, if you will, that they put out, and it goes out broadcast over all the frequencies, and that lets everybody know that you need to get to the jail. So city police, game and fish, state police, sheriff's it doesn't matter, everybody converges. Well, I was in my office, and I heard that come out. So I go taking off out of my office. One of the deputies happened to be upstairs, and he takes off. And so he was younger and actually ran a little faster than me, but that's another story. Anyway, we get into the jail, and by the time, just about the time they let us in and we get there, they've now got this stupid guy, and I'm sorry, that's what you want to call him. They had him under control, and he had been fighting a jailer. So I've got a great staff, and I let them handle it, and they were doing a great job, and they got it handled, and they had him handcuffed and had him sitting down, and got him, had kind of calmed down physically, but he was still mouthing a lot. And so he kept on, and how he didn't like our jail, and he thought the food was terrible, and he just went on, and finally I just couldn't take it anymore.
And
I stepped out from the crowd, and I gave my standard advice to inmates, and I've given it several times before. And my advice, I said, look, I've got a piece of advice for you. I said, my suggestion is you do one of two things. And he looked at me and said, what's that? And I said, number one, you can either stop breaking the law, or B, go to a different county to break it if you don't like our jail.
Yeah.
It is not the Holiday Inn. Period. Now, we meet federal guidelines as far as nutrition and food and all of that stuff that we do, but it is not the Holiday Inn. It is not supposed to be pleasant. Okay?
And it's to the point, Sheriff, where I talk with real estate professionals, and now when they show a home, okay, we're going to be there at 4:00. One thing you need to do is hide the medications, because now you've got people that will, I see Bob and Linda's sign. I want to look at that house. You call Bob and Linda, blah, 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 blah. It may be bait for trying to steal meds out of the medicine cabinet.
Well, and I give that advice. Don't put the medicine in the medicine cabinet anyway. Keep it hidden somewhere where you know where it's at. And if you don't need it, if you're done using it, dispose of it. Bring it to the sheriff's office. We've got a permanent drop box.
I've got one more got to drop by yet. I just found. Yeah.
Oh, but those are just a lot of what I would call common practices, and and there's little small things that people can do they're not big things. Lock your cars, and I know, since I've talked about this 100 times, I know if I went out and checked both your vehicles, they'd be locked, and so, because again, you lock your vehicle, period. And you look at the last batch of car break-ins, and I think the total was, I don't remember, 35 cars. Every single one of them left unlocked. And when he interviewed one of them, he said they were just going down through the neighborhood at night, cars in the driveway, seeing which cars were unlocked. And that's what they got into. Churches, businesses, just lock your car. So now, does that guarantee you from being a victim? No. But since most thieves are looking for an easy target, if you lock it, you're no longer an easy target.
Well, in my neighborhood, up the street, somebody broke into a car that was locked and they knocked out the back window, but they threw something through the back window hard enough they cracked the windshield when whatever they threw went through there. Somebody left their purse, and they found the purse on the back side of my property.
And the point of it is, yes, that occasionally happens, but it is rare that happens, and so that's why
they're going after the cash.
It's not a guarantee that you won't become a victim. But it certainly reduces the chances, just like locking your car. Just like, I mean, you think about it, there's things that you can do. If you're going to cross the highway, what do? You stop and you look both ways. Well, that's a precaution you're taking not to get hit.
But I see.
And don't you go down this. I don't get the mind of a.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean,
you promised me we weren't going to talk about that anymore.
Okay.
And here's the thing, because you were saying that lady had left her purse in the car and they broke the window. Well, that's a guaranteed item. They know the purse is there. If they can see that purse, they're willing to take an extra step if they know that there's a chance to get a purse or something like that. I mean, that's the other thing. You don't leave your purses and your phones and stuff visible where people can see it from walking by your car.
How much time for a break?
Why don't we go ahead and take it now?
Okay. Well, the reason I said that, I want to go back to kind of the timeline and where we're at on the jail construction. But I mean, but I thought that's going to take more than. So if we're getting close to a break, then I don't want to.
Let's take it now, and then we'll come back and give you plenty of time. We'll with the sheriff right after this.
Does that mean I can have more coffee?
Sure.
Okay.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
At Connor.
Oh, 7:34. Visit with Sheriff John Montgomery. You might as well eat that cinnamon roll. I'll go back there and put it in the microwave.
No.
One of the many things from Brood Awakening.
That's right.
So, anyway, we want to talk jail expansion. You want to talk something about the picture again, didn't you?
I did?
I think.
I thought you brought that up.
It's sure not Criminal Minds, is it?
No. Okay, well, I'm just going to give you kind of a timeline. We have a monthly progress meeting that they do, and they bring on, contractors in to make sure. And of course, we're now sort of what I would call on the downhill slide. So we've got another monthly progress meeting next week. So this is 3 weeks. The data's 3 weeks old. Obviously, things happen in construction that can change. We were about 11 weeks behind early on. They've made up. We're now about 3 to 4 weeks behind, so they've made up a lot of ground.
Yeah.
And so what you can't see, of course, is the roof. I'm not talking about, because the lower part's a rec yard. The next part's the main construction. Roof's on. They're working on setting air conditioning units up on top, heating and air, so on and so forth. The time frame that we have right now is they estimate that they will turn the new facility over to us about mid-August.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now, the new facility, of course, is what the building. It will hold roughly 60 people, but part of those are isolation cells. So the 60 is a little deceiving. But what's got to happen then, they're going to have to go into the old jail and do some major work to bring it up to standards. So the time frame is mid-August. They will turn this new facility over to us. We'll have 2 days to become acclimated with it and come up with a plan of how we're going to shuffle inmates around so that the construction people can go into the old jail and start working.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a logistical nightmare. I mean, you've got inmates and construction workers, and I mean, it's going to be tough. Now, we have known and we've talked with everybody about we're going to have additional staff when this new facility opens, and because we don't have enough staff now, and so we've met several times with jail standards and gone over the different plans, and so we submitted our plan to jail standards and said this is the proposal that we're doing as far as hiring new folks, and this is what their duties will be, and this was what basically the outcome will be staff-wise. Mm-hmm. They have sent back. Their committee reviewed our plan, and approved it. So we took the first step. In county government, you have the personnel committee. It's just a committee of quorum court members. We met with them on Tuesday and asked them to hire 6 additional personnel, and they approved that.
Good.
And so now it will go next Tuesday. We have a meeting with the budget committee, and we'll have to do 2 things there. One, they will have to approve the money from hiring those 6. But also we'll have to adjust the second half of this year's budget because we now have 6 additional staff. We know we're going to have food. I mean, there's just some things that's going to have to happen. So the budget committee hopefully will and should approve the new budget along with that. Right. And then we'll take that to the full quorum court in the meeting in July, whatever the first Tuesday in July is.
Let's see. Here's a big calendar here.
Looks like the second.
Second.
Yeah, looks like the second.
Yep.
And so once that's approved, then we'll start the hiring process. Our goal is to try to get the new people hired by August 1st because we need to get them acclimated the quick training that's involved so that we've got the new staff when we now start trying to shuffle inmates. That's the goal. Now, we're talking about people and money. The great part, met with the treasurer, met with Mickey Pendergrass County Judge, and the money is there. So in other words, the quarter cent that the voters approved is working. So the jail is paid for, by the way.
Done.
Awesome.
Okay. No bond issue.
No bond issue.
Brilliant.
I mean, it's done. We didn't drag it out over 10, 12, 15 years. It's done. And so the quarter cent
is great.
We've run the numbers, and the numbers are there. And so, again, we're going to be able to run the facility off of the quarter cent sales tax. And so I say that because, again, I want to say just a huge thank you to the voters for having the confidence. I mean, it passed roughly by a 70-30 margin. So the voters put their trust in us that this would work, and it appears that this is going to
put the quarter of cent sales tax into perspective.
I don't have a perspective, and I don't actually have a quarter on me either. To put it in perspective. Oh, you meant Figuratively.
Figuratively.
Oh.
Yes. When I spend $100, how much is it going to cost me to fund the jail?
25 cents.
There you go. I did that easy at Harps the other day.
So it's working, and again, we're not there. We're staff excited, and they're certainly looking forward to it. And the additional staff's going to be a huge help, and we're getting there. And so the time frame, they estimate 60 to 90 days to do the complete remodel inside the old jail. And again, it's going to be tougher because it's not like you've got a brand wide open, that you can just go work. But so mid-November, we should be totally finished, and they hand us the keys to the whole project.
So, let's go back to the funding of this. When you brought it to the voters, and you had the absolute guaranteed sunset clause in one and picked up the other, it worked. And so, and there's no debt now to the county.
There's no debt to the county, and to me, that's the big thing. When we're completed, and all this stuff, it's paid. It's done. It's paid off.
Now I've got a question. Can we throw that back up?
That's a door.
That's a door. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's this dividing wall? Because I see the top of the chain link here in some of the older building.
That's actually not chain link that you're looking. So the top of what you're looking at, the lower part, that's going to be covered with chain link.
This is here covered with chain link.
Right.
Okay.
And that's because that's the recreation yard. So we'll take those inmates out. They get an hour outside. And so in the old recreational yard, it was chain link. And so I think it was first year, we had 2 escape from there. And so we caught them. And so we came back, and that included a chain link with razor wire and everything on top. So then we came back and put a second fence, if you will, 3 feet away, so that they would actually have to go over the first one. And we had another escape in spite of that. So we came back after that, and we actually tore that down and put a block wall up. So when we met with the architects, the original design they put in there was chain link, and it was like,
ain't gonna work.
Not gonna happen. So they come back and redesigned it, because while I would stop short of saying they cannot escape, if you've got a 12-foot high block wall and chain link on top and razor wire on top of the chain link,
chances are
the odds are, again, going back, you're reducing the odds. And so we're charged with keeping people safe. We're charged with keeping inmates inside the jail, and so that's certainly what we're doing. Now, what you're pointed out to, that wall there, that is the wall. On the other side of that is the 2-story facility.
Okay. The new
2-story facility. Correct.
So what's the distance between the old? See, I'm seeing the old.
That's what you're looking at right there, is the entrance, which is getting ready to be torn down next week.
Really?
Yes. Which I might bring up. This is going to be a major inconvenience to people, and I'm sorry, but
it's got to be done.
We're going to, and right now that we're actually trying to finalize those plans today and tomorrow to what day they're going to tear that out. But the plan at the moment is they're going to start tearing that out next week. That's the public entrance to the jail. Because that's going to be torn out, all that is going to be torn up, we're going to have to suspend visitation to the inmates. And yes, my phone's going to ring off the wall, but it's a safety issue. I can't have the public, we can't have them shuffling through. Yeah. So 3 weeks, we're guessing, obviously, 3 to 4 weeks, something like that.
Don't like it, don't break the law.
Well, but I feel for the families. I do.
Yeah.
But there's nothing we can do. And so we've got signs made we've been telling the folks that it's coming. We've actually got signs made to put outside to tell them that, it's just.
So if I get a ticket and I need to go pay it?
Well, that's at the administrative office. You're looking at the jail. The administrative office is up on the highway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
And then parking, I mean, everything you see where that white truck is sitting now.
Right here, yeah.
Yeah, from the street's just to the right of that. And so from between there and the jail, that whole area back this way will all be parking for us. I mean, we don't have enough parking. Our hope is that we can put all the employees parking here, so that, which is off camera, but there's a parking lot that the visitors come when they want to visit and they park. But we just don't have enough parking. So,
well, another question I got for you though, when we think of Baxter County Sheriff and the offices in Mountain Home, yet you cover from the Missouri state line down to Big Flat. How
Cotter to
Norfolk
to
Henderson, and so the 6 new employees that you hope to put
strictly jail.
We've
got a plan, but it will be 2021 before we can put it in place. To try to get some additional deputies, but it'll be 2021 budget year before we can even propose it. The truth is, we need a year under our belt with this to make sure that the plan is going to work. And I can tell you, the county judge has just been great to work with. I mean, but there's certain issues that's coming up. For example, when the voters passed the minimum wage, that put a serious hurt on the county. Because it's staggered, and it hurt. I mean, and so while I understand the other side of it, it's going to create some issues. So we really need a year under our belt
I never thought of
to
that.
see this, to see where we're at, in order to do that. And we are not the federal government. We do not print money. We can't go in debt. We can't run in the red. So we've got to make sure those numbers work. And he's been great to work with to try to, again, 2021 is when we're looking at, hopefully, if the plans work out, we've got something in place that be able to possibly expand some deputies out on the road.
Coming up on 747, visiting with Sheriff John Montgomery, Baxter County Sheriff. Need to take a break? Those beautiful. Be right back.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Sure, all mowers cut grass, but only a Ferris mower with suspension technology can provide you with increased productivity, quality of cut, durability, and comfort. The caster wheels and cutting deck are connected to the frame beneath the suspension. This lets the deck follow the wheels as they move up and down in relation to the ground contours. Maintaining the distance between the deck and the ground results in a beautiful, consistent cut. Visit your local Ferris dealer to experience the difference suspension makes.
Hi, it's Bob and Linda Zadora. We're the Z team at Century 21 Lemac Realty. We'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. There she is. Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. 4-wheel suspension. Handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work. And deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
I've had back problems since about 98, and all the doctors want to do is put me on medicine. And I started coming here, and he started adjusting me. I can get up and walk a lot better. I don't have near as much pain. And the laser treatment he did on my neck and back, it helped my pain in my neck probably 75–80%. I'd recommend that for anybody that's got any kind of pain. It does wonders.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in
750. Hey, let's take another look at the White River.
Get over here.
Ah, that looks like a picture from Bob and Linda Zadora's house. Where is that from?
Bob and Linda Zadora's. It's on their back porch.
Yeah, I've been there.
There you go.
I've been there. I just want to point out that FAD, which is this cup right here, do not text and drive. Do not do anything distracted driving. Keep this smile going so that you can go to Brewed Awakening and get one of these cinnamon rolls. Okay?
Oh, we're with you. We're following you. We're right there.
I actually, if I might, I just want to say that today is the anniversary of D-Day. And my thanks want to go out to all the servicemen and women that's currently serving and all those that made the ultimate sacrifice. I actually saw a little clip last night, and I wish I'd got to watch the whole thing. But basically, they were trying to figure out how to make the invasion, and they the water was shallow, and so someone from Louisiana actually built the boats that they landed them on,
like a Piro.
And so but from Louisiana, and he first pitched the idea, and they nixed it, and they couldn't come up with another solution, and finally gave him the nod to go ahead. And it was so while you don't hear anything about that guy, but he employed thousands of people to get these all built so that they could do that. So again, it's just we have our freedom because of the people that's gone before, paid the ultimate sacrifice.
So this is Normandy right here.
Bring it up.
Yeah. Have you been to Arlington and Washington?
Yes.
I mean, just unbelievable. And then I can't imagine, over at Normandy, France, on the beach right here, it's unbelievable. And so 75 years ago, that invasion took place.
Yep.
I was watching Channel 3, and Ethan Forrest, after the clip, he says, "Let us never forget." So, wow. Anyway, so the drug situation. I mean, we've got First Step, Jamie Leach helping over there, working First Step. We've got Care Center Ministries. We've got people reaching out to people to help them. John 3:16 Ministries down around Batesville. Why do we have this problem?
Drugs are addictive. It's just like methamphetamine. The research says that 60 to 65% of the people that try it for the very first time are hooked. Okay? I mean, they're done. You've got the opioid epidemic that's going on.
And now the fentanyl.
And, of course, the fentanyl is, they're lacing stuff with fentanyl because if you divide it out, it's cheap and you can add it to something else and get that super high. But it's also very dangerous because, the slightest miscalculation in the dosage can be deadly. Narcan, of course, our officers have those, and schools have them, and all that. And again, I don't know. I don't know if it's people trying to escape reality. Now, some of them, in the opioid especially, it's people that started taking painkillers because of a surgery or an injury, and get hooked. And so it's a tough issue that there's not an easy answer to. And so all these people that are in these groups that are working to try to help, again, all those recovery centers that you said, it can get frustrating because the percentage of success may not seem high. But if you think about this, if you had 100 people that went through the program, and so you had 7 or 8% success rate, that's 7 or 8 people. And now if you multiply that times the number of places out there working on the issue, and now all of a sudden you get into a 10, 15, 20, 25 people that have been able to kick it and at least live a normal life and become back to a productive member of society, it is making a difference. And so you can't look at, you just have to look at we've got to keep trying, because until, I mean, I keep saying, well, this is, hopefully this will make the curve and go back the other way, and it doesn't appear that that's happening, at least at this point. In fact, if anything, it's probably getting worse.
The states that have recreational marijuana, what's the ramifications? What's the consequences there?
Well, of course, this is obviously controversial because certain people are going to say, oh, they need to legalize marijuana. And Oakland became, I think, the second city to legalize mushrooms. I believe it was Denver first, and I think Oakland second. So, if you talk to the folks in Colorado, and I do talk to the folks in Colorado, and while certainly we've got medical marijuana issues that it's here, there where it's legal, the homeless population has just exploded. The number of complaint calls that the city answers is out the roof. The scores in the school systems have gone down for the students. It's just not, it's just not, and of course I've been in law enforcement now for more than 30 years, and I've watched some of the issues that has come from the marijuana issues. And so, while certainly probably a number of people that's listening this morning is going to go, oh no, I think they just need to legalize it. That's a big debate. I will say this: I think Arkansas made a huge mistake. I said this back when it was on the ballot.
I remember.
They would have been better off to have legalized marijuana in Arkansas than to have did the medical thing that they did. It has created a nightmare. It has created a nightmare for doctors. It has created a nightmare for law enforcement, schools. I mean, you name it. It is, and the truth is, someone I actually heard this week was complaining because it had been 2 years, since the voters approved it, and here we are. We're still really not up and running. And we're not ready. I can tell you, with the state of Arkansas, with what they passed, is not ready. If you drink alcohol, the per se law says if you've got more than 0.08 in your blood, you're presumed intoxicated. There's no per se law for the amount of THC in your body. So what is that? The crime lab's not even set up to test that. I mean, we are so it is going to be and is a nightmare. A quick example: the law's not even clear about. So you go to the dispensary and you get your medical marijuana, and it comes in a container that's labeled. That's what it's for. If it's not in the original container, can you be arrested? Well, I know that there's a large number of law enforcement and the prosecutors that interpret says yes, it's got to be kept in the original container. Okay, but it's not just an absolute black and white. I know the sheriff over in Craighead County, him and the Jonesboro Police Department chief jointly said, yes, we're going to make arrests if it's not in the original container until such time that the courts or legislatures
rule differently.
So it's not like diesel fuel. If you put off-road diesel in your truck, you know it. Well, so you go out here and you don't want to pay the high price at the dispensary, so you go down the street that you don't know what's in. Plus, the medical marijuana that they grow is so much more powerful. It creates. It's a problem, and I'm concerned about the kids in school and what it's going to do long term.
What do we got? 1 minute?
Yep.
1 more minute. Final thoughts, Sheriff. Good to have you back.
Smile.
And don't text and drive.
Don't text and drive, because THAD is a great organization. Don't become a victim of distracted driving, hurting yourself or someone else. Go to Brewed Awakening.
Get a cinnamon.
Have a cinnamon roll and smile.
Amen to that. You know, you talk about text and drive. I can't. There's no way I can text and drive. I can't do it. I've tried. Almost hit a mailbox. So.
Why would you try?
I was going about 4 miles an hour. Just wanted to see what.
But why would you try?
Well, because I was
it's not legal.
I just wanted to see what.
It's not legal.
Did
he just admit? Did he just admit?
I heard it. He was moving.
Guilty as charged, Sheriff. Hey, let's close the show with in memory of Normandy, and let us never forget. You know, thanks to our military 75 years ago and current members. Wraps it up. See you tomorrow.